toast is brought to you by GBH Hair Relaxer Cream.
And a pleasant good evening to you. It's your girl, Mommy, anyone back on the first. Back on your screens again, and of course, we're here to serve you another night of insightful conversation that will have you drooling, questioning your mental capacity.
I know.
But most importantly, we would actually give you something to sleep good about and something that you definitely end up learning a thing or two from. And of course, I am never in this soup alone. Tonight, I am here with some awesome guests and also my co-host, the usual suspects, aka I'll start with Lodina.
God.
Lodina
Obing. Really stop it. Look for another one. Really, mommy, really? Really?
Lodina Obing, aka Abnamo.
You're lucky your name is good. Yesterday I heard you were called Donna. I was like, oh, how dare she?
Who's that?
Because that Donna is too good. I can't even tease you with it.
Who's that?
Like Donna.
Who's that?
Like her respected secretary. What's wrong with you?
Who's Donna?
Are you not Donna?
She's Donna. It's Donna.
Oh,
It's not Donna.
Donna.
Not
Donna.
Yeah.
But that's just my government name. I mean, I can do without it. But I'm not. You're looking great in your pink. And I'm
you
guessing
too.
this is Shop Sugar.
Today, as usual, I'm sugar coated by sugar coated. Holla, Yazzie, how you doing?
Wow. And we have my baby girl in the building, the ever gorgeous
Goldilocks with all the gold.
Period. Please give us a twirl with the hair. Let's see something. Okay.
Like today, like we're all looking girly,
Right.
like we're in our feminine era,
I
princess
think we're all
treatment.
relating.
No,
That's what all very girly.
no, it's because 2025 is going to be a good year for us.
Amen.
Where we are stepping into the new era where we're going to be treated well, you know, princess treatment, feminine era, soft girl era, and you know, I can see it all over us. So that's why we're all looking so girly, pinky, you know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Ganyo B Achawa for you right here. And then we have our guest for tonight, Mr. Michael Otto Ado,
Michael Otuado.
man of God.
You said you're not going
Man.
now, you're calling somebody Otto.
Oh, it's Otto.
Otu Ado.
Otto Ado.
Yes, please.
Hey, you boy. Please let's not start like this. Let's not start like this. But it's an honor to have you on the show tonight.
It's a pleasure also to be here on the set.
Right. I'll come back and ask you a few questions. But before that, let's acknowledge our proud sponsors, which is GBH Hair Relaxer. Abna is a huge fan of it because, I mean, we're the ones on the crack.
Yeah, I'm natural.
She's natural.
But I'm looking at, you know, getting a new look. So yeah, if I'm looking at
because your
relaxing,
hair looks perm though, so I don't think it's bad if you do.
yeah, no, it's because of the
She has
gel I
socks,
use.
yeah.
Yeah,
she has
just
soft
try
natural hair.
once.
I will.
Texturize it.
I
I'm
will.
not giving anybody bad advice.
I
please,
will.
before they
I'll
come for
definitely
me.
do that.
And then we also have Krikova. But speaking of Krikova, let's have a cute Krikova moment. Can we have some shams on set?
shams.
Today, that's what you're doing for us. That's what you're doing for us. Oh my God.
You know, I told you, like, we're in our feminine
Oh
era.
my God.
Princess treatment only.
Are you gonna pop it for us? Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
As you
okay.
can see, the cute bottle
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Like, it's
over,
princess treatment or
is-
nothing.
It's given premium.
Yeah.
It's given premium.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love to be treated well.
Oh.
I know. Yeah. Who person we should do a new?
Yes. Hey, man of God. And then the open your boy asking.
No. You used to see him fans at Dima then rap.
I know we're wearing it.
Man of God rap.
I love this bubbly.
I know the bubbles are everything. It makes it so
Please,
nice.
my producer said champagne and numni be sir. Man of God, this one there, communion for you.
I hear you.
Please, when it gets to my turn, nobody should tell me that I gave you small and I gave myself plenty. You producer,
You know what you're about to do.
I do a lot of talking, so. And I need a lot of energy to deal with you ladies.
Yes.
I never know what to expect.
Okay.
I love the
So-
bubbles. This is so good.
Okay.
Okay. So as you can see, thanks to Krikova, we have this awesome bubbly in our glasses. And of course, this is to an awesome night of great conversation. And to you at home, wherever you are, grab your glass, grab a coffee, grab anything.
Any
and let's-
water.
Yeah.
That's it. And let's toast to life.
Toast.
We'll be back after the commercial break. Welcome back from the commercial break. It's still Toast right here on GHOne Television. And of course, I'm here with my usual suspects, the beautiful Ganyo B Achawa. We also have Abna Mowe, aka Lodina, Obeng in the building as well. And we have you as well. But let me ask you first, since you're the guest for tonight, what's your expectation on tonight's show? What are you expecting from us, the conversation? But most importantly, what are you expecting to, what's your experience that you have envisioned in your mind like? for tonight?
Okay, I'm expecting an exciting atmosphere, something that people can learn from and probably use it for their future life. I'm expecting something
Okay.
great.
My love, what about you?
Just to have fun and know your perspective on the particular subject matter, because it's a bit dicey. So I want to know what my sisters here think about it. So to have fun as well.
Baby,
I'm here to measure y'all's horror levels.
look at that. Well, tonight we can ask, can one fall in love with two people? Wondering why I'm asking, then lend me your ears for a minute. Good evening to Toast Ladies. I have been in a relationship with my man for the past 4 years. I recently found out my partner has been cheating on me. I confronted him and he has come clean and told me all I need to know. Ladies, I was shocked when he told me he has been with this lady for the past 1 year. To add salt to injury, this man told me he is in love with me and also in love with the other woman. And do not want to cut ties with her as well. Ladies, I am upset, angry, and broken, but I still love this man and can watch another woman take another man and can't watch another woman take another man away from me. I need to hear your perspective on this particular topic. Help a sister out. So she's saying that she was angry, she was upset. What do you feel hearing these words from another woman?
I think this is a woman who has been committed, who has been dedicated, and who is a loving person. The only way that you can feel hurt is when you solely trust, believe someone. Because if we are told that the president of Iraq is dead, you're not going to care because you don't know him. But if you hear that something has happened to someone very close to you, you will really feel the pain. So she can be hurt because possibly there are a lot of shooters who want her and she's saying that, no, I don't want you because I have someone. And then I realized that all the time, all the effort, all the sacrifices, it's not worth it. I'll be hurt. Right. Some people will be broken. Others will actually want to either hurt you or hurt themselves.
Right. Abna, listening to me read out how this woman feels. She's angry, she's upset. You can feel a lot of pain from the words she spoke. How does it make you feel? Do you also feel angry?
No.
Okay.
Because if you've been in a relationship before, if you've been in anything close to a relationship, a situationship, you know that this can happen. And if you're a human being with emotions, you know that that too can happen. Because it happens to us most of the time. You can be with somebody and then you find yourself attracted to somebody else. Once there are two people involved in their emotions, it's the risk of a relationship. So yes, I might be hurt that the person I love is probably not reciprocating my feeling in the same way now. But shock, no. Angry, maybe yes. But so shocked, I won't be shocked. It's life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm coming back to you, Achawa, briefly. As a woman, and I mean, we're still single. When I say single, we're not married yet. How do you feel reading these words from another woman? And I'm saying this because you're a communication analyst, so you usually communicate with a lot of people, and I'm sure you have moments where people come to you for advice and whatnot. Being in a position where you're seated now with the lady asking you for help and obviously listening to her story, how does that make you feel as well?
It makes me feel that, sometimes we don't have to trust people too much. We need to leave a window for disappointment. And then also we need to embrace ourselves that anything can happen at any time. So whatever happens, we should get hold of ourselves. And lastly, self-love is very important. I think that if you have love for yourself, sometimes when it happens, you trust that it's the purpose of God. Today I was talking to a friend, I was telling her that sometimes when people live our lives, we get hurt. But it's a way the universe is telling us that we deserve better or I have a better offer for you. So yeah, that's what I can say.
Man of God, do you think the generation now, when it comes to this crop of women, we tend to devalue ourselves, as in we always want to, we place the man's need first before ours? Do you get it? Because in this case, if you're angry, you're mad, then walk out. Yeah. But I understand where she's coming from. When you're in love, even if it's black, you say it's blue. But for you, do you think that our generation was started to compromise more? That's the word. When it comes to love.
Yes, it's a complex thing. So love doesn't have a formula. So it is important that that is why most cases we talk about the fact that before you even enter into marriage, make sure you live your single life completely. In other words, enjoy the moment, know yourself well, know your shortcomings and all that, so that when you are entering into something, you are ready for it. You know, one of my masters says something that it's a risk. Yes, and so it's something that when you are entering, you need to create room for these things. It's an unpleasant experience, but sometimes your hands are tied, it's beyond your control, so these things pan out the way you don't expect to happen.
Have you ever been cheated on?
I have not had that
Experience.
kind
Have
of
you ever
experience.
cheated on someone?
No, I must be.
No, he looks it. He looks like he's never cheated.
Yes, I set boundaries to avoid situations like this. Yes.
So
I
you've
set
never had a
boundaries.
broken heart? Your heart has never been broken?
I did experience it. Yes.
So it
But
wasn't...
not all broken hearts is due to cheating.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
It could be.
But
anything.
have you ever been cheated on? And what toll did it take on you?
I have been, and in all honesty, it didn't take much toll on me because I know that you cheating is not a reflection of me or anything I have done. It is just you and your issues you need to solve. It has got nothing to do with me. Because if it's got something to do with me, then before the cheating, there will be complaints. There will be, you're doing this, I don't like it. You're acting like this, and I don't like it. And then I see you cheating, then it's like, oh, I literally like drove you away. But when I got cheated on, it had got nothing to do with me. It was solely their fault. I'm not going to have sleepless nights over your mistake. No, you'll be the one who will not sleep. So yeah, I've been cheated on, but I'll make sure that you will be on the suffering end of it, not me. And then you were asking him if women have devalued ourselves for relationships. We haven't, mommy. It is the culture that we are in.
But Abna, let's be for real. If you were cheated on, are you sure you won't go through it?
I won't go through.
You won't go through it. The emotional. I mean, it comes with a lot.
You didn't ask me if I left the person.
Did you leave the person?
No.
Okay.
Yes, you see.
So for you, cheating isn't enough for you to
Oh,
leave the
it was
person.
no, it's enough. That time, let me know about Bashara. Anytime you be gentleman, you see, sometimes you might think that I have forgiven you for you. I have forgiven you for
I
me.
know what you mean, no, Abna, but also note that just because you didn't leave doesn't mean you didn't go through it. When I say going through it, there will be a lot of questions going through your mind.
If I never expected you to do what you did.
So you expected it from him?
Yes, we're in a society where no, you don't get it. Like we're in a society where they tell you that the man will go out. Like it's like all your male friends. Do they not tell you that? Then they will laugh in your face and tell you that all men cheat. So it's like I don't know if it's because of my circle, but it's like a lot of men, and they have kind of programmed my mind before for the worst.
So even if it happens, you're
and
not
I
surprised.
have siblings, I have cousins, I have men in my life that I know, and I see how they do women. So it's like I've seen it before. So as you're doing it to me, it's like, and then no woman can say that, mommy, they didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
If your man is a womanizer, you know. If your man likes women.
And I think women just have that instinct when it comes to cheating.
I think we're
Yeah,
just,
you know. So it's like you
yeah.
felt, most of the time we women, we felt it. Before it actually hits us in the face,
Yeah.
we felt it,
Yeah,
we sensed it.
yeah,
so it's
signs.
like, so before it will come, we're like, oh, you are, what I said.
Yeah.
So it makes the blow lesser. But because the men, they don't
lesser.
because the men, they didn't expect it from us. When we hit them, they want to die.
You know,
Right.
but
But we,
sometimes
like,
the
we
blow
sense
comes
it.
that you don't even believe it's true. Like you're like, this
You can't believe you are right.
How come I didn't see all that?
Chawa,
How
have you
come I
ever been
didn't?
cheated on?
Yes, I have.
And
been.
what toll did it take on you?
It took a lot. It took a lot, honestly, because I didn't see it coming.
But you just said there would be
like I
signs.
saw the signs, but there was a way I was like,
You were doubting yourself.
It can never happen because this person is not like that. He's not like that, and it actually. It affected me in a way. You understand? It affected me in a way, and actually positioned my mind. And I always learned one thing, that you always have to give room because people change. The fact that I see Abna and Abna is lovely and exciting
Doesn't
today
mean when I get angry, I'll still be smiling.
And then secondly, I also learned that you don't trust people who are financially challenged and they don't have power, because when people
Daniel will bring the man's finances right now.
no, like I'm just saying that. Listen, when a man's finances is not really upright, the way he is would definitely change. You get it. And also, you always need a backup plan. And when I say you always need a backup plan, I'm not saying you need an extra man, but you need to say that, okay, if this relationship doesn't work, I'll start my business. I'll go back to school. You understand? So that is what I learned out of it, and I'm applying it in life now.
Are you guys ready for my story?
You've been brokenhearted before.
Cheated on. Broken as this any day, no man.
cheated on.
The cheating. The one cheating experience I went through, it was, you know when you said that someone can cheat on you and you still, like I still made up an excuse even after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you blame yourself at a point.
Yeah.
The worst of mine was, you know, sometimes the cheating is either you go through the phone and then you see the messages or stuff, and you just
Or the girl probably
pop
text you
up.
or something.
But I personally walked in on this person.
Whoa!
Yes.
I never have seen that before in my life.
Girl! With his house help.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Where's my camera? You're a nasty woman. You're a dirty, dirty woman.
Yes.
Wow.
With his
And
house help.
you never suspected.
I never saw it coming. There were no
no
signs.
signs.
And
They're not in a relationship. He's
after
sleeping with
that
her.
experience, you know, not to look down on anybody, but when I saw that thing and I found somewhere to sit, and I started picturing this person in my head, it was at that point I realized that men are actually not attracted by
looks, degrees, and all of that.
None of that. Because if you see what
I was
this
just
person
looking for a place to stick his thing.
and I felt so disappointed in myself. I started doubting myself. Then at a point, I started feeling like, you must be very, very ugly. Or maybe you're just not good enough.
sorry,
You guys
girl.
don't, please, we're not going to cry. today.
No, we're not gonna cry.
But yeah, so after that experience, I just realized that, do you know what? Maybe we trust when you can love someone without trusting them too much. Because the whole idea of me, like you said, you're surrounded by men that have programmed your mind
Yeah.
to expect that from them. So with that, it's like, when I'm back, but
Yeah.
then
Ako abonte.
you're watching your back. But I feel like other people, we don't really get that much education when it comes to love. So we pour out our everything into
yeah.
them.
And
So when we're disappointed, we expect so much from the relationship that
Yeah.
when we don't get it how we want it, we are broken. But
Yeah.
if I went in and I had that ideology that all men cheat, or a man can have this encounter with another person, I don't think if that situation happened, I'll be as broken. If it happened to me now, I don't think I would have been as broken as I was
then.
before. But moving on.
But wait.
I'm not
Before
going to
we
give
move
him
on,
any
before we
more
move on,
airtime. Yes.
when you saw the acts, like you saw them, what was your first reaction?
I was numb. I couldn't feel anything. I couldn't feel pain. I couldn't feel happiness. I couldn't feel, and for like days, I was just numb.
You didn't cry, you didn't shout, you
I
didn't
started
slap anyone, you
crying.
didn't break any TV, nothing.
I started crying 6 months after.
Huh?
Girl,
Yeah.
how
6
did you do that
months,
to yourself?
After the funeral, they buried the person.
Oh, yes.
That's when you were crying.
Mommy,
That's
you
when I
really
started
hurt yourself
crying.
that much.
Yeah.
That was
and
very
then I
considerate.
didn't leave. I was still in the relationship.
After the 6 months.
Yes.
Was the house up still in the house then?
Oh, yeah.
She didn't leave. She didn't leave. So
Okay, I think he wants to say something.
Can I say something? I
You
think
didn't even
that
give me an ultimatum.
I think that the opinion that all men cheat, it's a way. Do I use the word loose? People want to find an excuse to be immoral. That is not it.
Yeah.
You are not supposed to be doing that. One of the things I shared with the master here was that it is necessary to create boundaries because everybody can fall.
Yeah.
If you become conscious that everybody can fall, then you set boundaries. You don't go all out there. I think someone asked me questions about it, and I said, if, for example, I know I'm going out with this lady, and I see this person has the capability to influence my emotions, I know. Nobody can tell me that when you see somebody who can easily influence, you deliberately avoid the person, not because you are scared, but you just want to protect what you have because you know the value of what you have. You are not ready to sacrifice what you have. So just keep that distance. So that is one of the things that I think that we need to stop that communication, all men cheat. It's a loose talk.
Yeah. There are
If you
faithful
want
men
to
out there.
If you want to be immoral,
Immoral.
then find someone who is ready to go. There are women who are ready for that kind of life. So you can go for them and then you do it with each other. And then you go through the experiences. But you can't go out there for a lady who is ready and committed. That is why you asked the question that, is it that women devalue? No, she was well trained.
Yeah.
You see, those negative things make sometimes very faithful, loyal, well-trained ladies feel like they trusted too much.
Yeah.
That was not it. It's unfortunate he met an irresponsible gentleman who doesn't know the value of a woman, of like having respect even for human being.
Yeah.
Because if you respect people, before you do something, you think twice.
Think
That's it.
about
I
it.
set boundaries. If I don't want something to go on, I set boundaries.
Yeah.
Because you know that this person can easily let you fall. You've heard of people's experiences. You are not a Superman. You need to set boundaries.
But based on the scenario that we just shared,
Exactly.
and also based on the topic for tonight, can two people truly fall in? Can a man fall in love with two people at the same time?
That is why I said something that when it's coming, you see it. You see it. It begins to show. It triggers. You see it.
No, I get that. But at the same time, I mean, you could be with somebody and then you meet another person.
And you like the person.
But I always believe that for the men, you might think that you are loving two women at the same time, but the other one will feel a sense of like change in attitude and even your mannerism and everything. But let's even take it from being a man of God, because in the Bible, there are many men that
had multiple
wives.
Yes.
Is it possible that a man can fall in love with two people at the same time?
If you allow yourself, yes.
Okay.
It's something that everybody should be able to have some sense of control over it.
But there are things you can control.
For example, so you quickly talk about it with the lady you have.
But first of all, I want us not to be too spiritual. Let's be human.
Yeah, so
You can't talk to a Christian without
and tell
being
me,
involved.
Exactly.
No, like I know, but like I'm
You
trying.
cannot involve.
No, I'm just trying to
You
say
cannot
like
not
let's
involve God in
You
a
see, the-
Christian
No, I'm not.
conversation.
No. I'm not saying you shouldn't involve God. That's not what I said. But I mean, okay.
The
I'm
issue
listening.
here is, when it is starting, you see it.
Okay.
If you think you are no more interested in the person, the door has to be closed gently. Be truthful with the person. That's why I said you can avoid it at all costs. When you see that you are falling out, and it seems that you are getting attached to someone, you should say it.
That I don't feel the way I feel
Yes,
about you
let the
anymore.
person feel hurt and know the truth.
That
Than
to
for
be-
you,
yeah.
it becomes wickedness. You become wicked.
Okay.
There, if the person decides not to forgive you, you should accept it because you decided to go that path. If you see it coming, then you must take a decision. Either you are going out.
So
of
how about
this
you
one,
fall in love with two people and you don't want any of them to go? You want both of
You
them
are
at the
being
same.
selfish.
Abner, can two people fall in love at the same time?
Like, as in, can you fall in love with two people? No, you can't.
Yeah, can you fall in love
Yeah.
with
You
two
can't.
people?
You can't.
You
can't.
can't. You
Maybe-
can't.
You see,
You can't. Let me explain why.
Tell us why.
Most of the time, what we feel for the first person after we are in love with the second person is familiarity. Is I've been with you, I know what this is about.
Exactly.
It's like I am used to.
I'm tolerating you as
It's
well.
not tolerating. It's like this new person. You know when a relationship is new, we're hiding our
Adventure.
farts, we're not talking, we're all acting prim and proper, we're not showing the dirty, the real us. So with you, I know that you have seen my all, my good, my bad, my ugly. That is what I have with you. Is that familiarity. You and I are familiar, so familiar that you have become like, it's like we know each other so well. And there is this new thing that I am yet to discover.
Yeah, it's an adventure.
It is two different things. I am in love with this one now, but it's like if I let you go and this one doesn't work, what will I do? And I'm seeing that, okay, there are certain things that I have known about you. I've seen, like, I know you are kind, I know you are this. I know all your good and your bad. So maybe I'm probably keeping you for the good. Like, I like Mommy because she's kind. Mommy is caring. Mommy will never watch me die when I'm sick. She will do everything to make sure I'm fine. Then there is this new person. She's like, she's all that I want, but I haven't seen what I want in Mommy. So whoever is in love with this person, but is familiar with you. That is why there is this saying that if you're in love with me and you love another person, choose the other person. Because if you love me enough, you wouldn't you wouldn't fall in love with, do know love? When you're in love with somebody, I remember my first, my husband's going to kill me. I remember my first boyfriend. Everybody looked like him. Like, I said, who will be know about if it's nice or no. Mommy, like I said, who nana me mashimi. That feeling you cannot have it for two people. And then when I'm together, But like it's like I don't know if you know the feeling of love, Mommy.
the same.
You can't have it for two people.
be the same.
It is always that you always fall in. I can love you, but I'm not in love with you. And that love is I love Achawa. I love you. But the love I have for my husband is different from the love I have for you all. Exactly. So at a point, I've developed this as a friendship, familiarity with you, and there's this new thing. They don't like the two of you.
Can cheating ever be justified on that note?
You see, we can sit here and lie and say cheating cannot be justified, but it can be.
Why? On what grounds?
On the grounds that, let's say somebody is emotionally dying. Like you said, you love this man, you couldn't leave him even when you found out that he had a maid. It's like you couldn't leave. Imagine you've seen this, you couldn't leave, and you have a friend that has always been there for you, and then now you're talking to this person, you're seeing something else, you are getting something here that you're not getting there. But like I said, because like you're so familiar, you can't go to the new. Mommy, you will cheat on your man and wipe your mouth and come and sit down.
Okay, so that's why I'm also saying that it's possible to love two people at the same time.
You don't.
But okay, so you have you said
I think that sometimes the second one probably you're talking about, in at any point in time, one might be last.
Not necessarily.
Like, as in the love can switch.
Yes.
No. For instance, you are with someone, and I'm not even saying this in terms of relationship. Maybe you started a business, and the business is going well. You start a new one. You love both businesses.
Ha! Aganyobi, what is wrong with you?
What is it?
How do you compare starting
Exactly.
a business to loving somebody and something?
It's-
when you love somebody, you
just
can literally give them your heart.
I'm just no.
Like love is, I can give you my kidney. I can give you
That's
my
the same
lungs.
to
I can give you my liver.
You can love someone and not give the person your kidney.
Then
and
you
liver.
don't love them enough.
No, you can. There are people I love. I'll never give my
Do
kidney.
you not
and
hear
lungs.
stories where a lady will say, "I will never give birth out of wedlock," but they meet somebody that they love so much that
They
they
want to
don't
keep them
even
with that
mind.
baby.
Yes,
Exactly.
I understand that. However, I am saying that it's possible for one person to love two people at the same time and not want to lose either of them and want to keep.
You don't want to lose either of them because of what you're getting from both of them. Not because you
Whatever
love
reason
them.
it might be.
Then it's not love. It's
to-
using.
No, it's not using. I love both of
You
them.
are
Okay,
financially sound.
so
You
man
are
of God,
emotionally caring.
is it possible
I like
that,
both of you.
Is it possible that you can meet someone that you love very much?
Yeah.
Like we hear stories of married men
Exactly.
that they truly love their wives. Yeah. But then along the lines, they get to meet someone who's more like their soulmate, and it really connects with the person. Some of these men will tell you that they don't treat their wives. So why do the Muslims even marry more than 3 wives? And they'll tell you that the
Because they
Quran
can
speaks
take care
that.
of them.
But the Quran even speaks that they should treat each and every one of them
Equally.
But
That's
that
love.
is not possible.
But you can.
No, even our mothers have favorites amongst their children.
Exactly.
true.
It's not
Even
possible.
mothers
There can't be equity
have
in that.
favorites among their children. I don't want to go into religion. There was this clause that people said in the Bible, men can marry too much. God is not stupid. God said you can marry more than one if you can love all of them equally. That was the clause. There is no way in hell.
But
anybody.
how would you justify or how would you measure the love I give? If I give you 1 cedi and I give Mommy 1 cedi, am I not loving you equally?
I can be kind.
Maybe
I
in
can
my
be
heart,
giving.
listen,
No,
maybe in my heart, I might love one more than the other. But the fact that I'm treating both of you the same, I'm just doing the same thing.
I come here
The
every
love is not
Saturday.
the
Do you
same.
think I want to come here? No, it is my job. I have to do it.
But
I have taken
you
2
can
women
choose-
as my wife. I have to take care
no,
of
but
them.
it is your choice. You
think
can
if-
choose
you
to
think-
say you will
think
not
if
do
people-
that.
If you think if people give me the option that the money we give you, stay at home, we'll give
Please,
it to
you
you.
said Lodina.
Because you call me that. Now if I look at you, I look at myself and Lodina. I don't like that. You think if they are if not to tell
But
me
you know
that,
you can choose not to be here.
and which money? I want their money. I
Yeah,
want the exposure. I
exactly.
want everything. You don't get it.
Exactly.
You see, I am doing it out of responsibility. It's not because I can't live without mommy or I can't live without you. You think if I don't see you the rest of the year, I'll die?
You die.
I will not.
You will.
You get it? It's like we're getting something. Most of the time now, every
But
relationship
there's-
and marriage
there's
has
no
become
love, free
wait,
love.
every relationship and marriage now has become transactional. Gone were the days.
Not
when-
every relationship.
most
has
of
to
them,
have-
I don't
there's
believe
always
Mommy,
something
we're
you
in
gain
an
out of
era-
it.
Mommy, we're in an era where let's take the 10 richest people in Ghana that we all know that will drool over, and let's remove their money and say that if this man calls you, will you come?
Calls me forward.
Like, thank you.
Communication
No,
of-
let's take the 10 powerful people
it's
that
a-
we all
it's
know
a
that
package. You can't
we
leave
all
one
know
and
that
take
if
one.
we're with them, there is that power, and let's take their power and
I
see if
get
the
you.
people. Everything is transactional now.
I get you.
When I'm getting a relationship,
But you
I
also
want to
think
know,
the ladies
can
that
you
choose
take care
it,
of
they
me?
will not. They will choose those ladies if they don't look the way they look or act the way
That
they
is
look.
what I'm saying. Everything now is transactional. I am getting something from you. You're getting something.
That
Oh,
is
yeah.
why I said something that
Henny, a quick over.
formerly these kind of things were not happening.
Yeah.
But if you have studied, we have become self-centered. We are increasingly
yours.
becoming more selfish, more self-centered. So
More
we
materialistic.
are always
Yeah.
looking out for, because if you want to be realistic, you cannot meet a lady and expect that she has all the qualities you are looking for. It is not possible. You are not mine because the woman you chose out of the millions of women you saw, she has everything. No, nobody has everything. So if your wife is not able to give you this aspect, then virtually you get every man cheating, because all of them have deficiencies. Every single man and woman, they have deficiencies. But it's a decision to stay with this person
And
despite,
overlook it.
yes. So you can't say that you fell in love with two people. The second person is because there is something you want to benefit from, something, but you cannot eat your cake and have it.
Just
You
2025, we're
you-
eating our
you-
cakes and
and
how
that
is
is
it
why
ending for you guys?
and that is why it is ending very terrible.
Okay, guys, let's come back to the scenario, right? On this note, this lady is saying that I am not going to allow this woman take my man away from me. And the man being caught now has come out to say, okay, you've caught me. However, I'm not ready to cut ties with the other woman, and I love you too. Achanwa, if you were in this situation as a woman,
You take a decision.
what would you do? Where would you
Okay,
stand?
so as me, Achawa, one thing I'll look out for is that how is the relationship for me? How long has the relationship been? And
4 years.
4 years, okay. And when I leave, what do I seek to gain or lose? I'm just being honest. So you're saying 4 years. Just like I told you earlier, I'm at a point in my life where 1, I'm not afraid to start all over again. 2, I would choose myself any day. And 3, I believe that I am a premium human being, and whoever has access to me is blessed. So if my man can look at me and tell me that I can't let the other person go, I would want you to be with that person so that I'll find someone who wants to be with me, respects me, adores me, and want to spend life with me. Sometimes it's very difficult to let things go because you've invested money, you've invested time, you've invested your resources. But one thing you always need to understand is that when it comes to love, when it comes to respect and support, you can't choose who will show up for you. If it is your birthday and you show up for a friend, and it is her birthday, she can decide to either show up for you or not. So for me, I would just say that I would just leave the scenario and believe God for a better man who will treat me well.
What about you?
I can tell you for a fact that man is not in love with his first girlfriend. The one who brought the story, the man doesn't love her anymore. He doesn't love her.
Do you think it's disrespectful that the man in the first place can even come out to say that
for
I'm not cutting ties with the
for
other
somebody
woman?
to look you in the eye to tell you that, you know, that is what a lot of wives are going through now. They know their husband's side chicks, and their husband is telling her that untimia ko me njane ne. Do you hear what she said? In the 4 years, she's looking to see what she will lose. It is transactional. Everything is transactional. Her entire thing.
Not everything, but to an
I mean, her
extent.
entire statement was transactional.
No, you can't say my no.
Wait.
If it was transactional, why would I leave then?
Let me explain. She started with first, I will check to see how much I have, what I have lost. Why are you checking? It's a relationship.
Profit and loss.
It's a relationship we're trying. You see, it's a relationship. We brought our hearts. You've broken my heart. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to just go, because at the end of the day, you don't say and your business and your loss and profit. This is emotions. 4 years, you didn't think about the 4 years. You didn't think about whatever we've been through. You didn't think about how I've been there for you. You met somebody. I have caught you. You are telling me that I watch me and your sister. We may donate to Minjano. Unjano.
You also say that men are selfish sometimes.
And that's so that is
Me,
like, I think men are
I
very
can
selfish.
put it to my chest with my flat buttocks.
And your big
No
breasts.
man can look me in the eye and tell me that I'm in love with that girl. No man I've been with can look me in the eye and tell me I'm in love with that. You are mad.
No, but you
are mad.
can't. No, you can't decide what someone will say.
I said,
on
you
which
see, I don't know
premises?
what kind of relationship you guys said, but even the ones that I did that were rich, how dare you?
No, on which premises are you saying
No,
that?
I don't know how their relationship is, but me, nobody in my entire life has been able to look me in the eye and say, I tell you with this girl, I cannot. You even lie. Most of the time they will lie.
No.
The man has lost all sense of respect for you to the extent that he doesn't even want to lie.
So Abna, if you were in this situation,
Ah,
and you were
I want to bring you put the letter. What are we doing the letter for? What is this? What are we doing here? This is what? This is like so we should do what?
So how would you deal with this situation?
How will I deal with?
Yes.
We are finished. We have packed your bag. You have gone to your mother's house. This one is what? Why are you? What is dealing again? Somebody is looking you in the eye and told that I like somebody else. I will not leave her, but you too, I like you still. So you feel like if this man is looking you in the eye to tell you that if you know you can't take a leave.
And
Basically, that is what the man is telling you.
Mommy, do you also think that,
Pastor wants to say
let me just say,
something.
do you also think that men can leave a relationship at any point and not think about how many years he's been with you, what he has done for you?
But
a
he hasn't, there's nothing.
no, but I'm saying that, you know, for a woman to just decide to leave a relationship like that, it's very difficult. But when it comes to a man, when he meets someone he likes, he could just say that, okay, I like this woman, I'm just leaving. But for a woman, she would think, I've been with this guy, he's done this for me, he's done that for me. You know, I think that, you know, men to an extent are very selfish sometimes, because when they are making certain decisions, they don't think about what has gone, what he has sacrificed, what she has done for me. He just goes out there, meet a woman that he likes, and like, I want to spend the rest of my life with this woman. Yeah.
Osofo, what does it take for a relationship to survive infidelity?
I think that the definition Bible gave, and I think 1 Corinthians chapter 14.
Don't say flee.
No. Love is patient. Love is self-sacrificing. That's why when you raise the issue of the guy being selfish, I think that I don't even know how to describe such a person. He's an undecisive person. You can't even run a home with him. A man who's someday going to be the head of the house, a wife maybe in a fix can even come to you for counsel. And in a situation like this, you tell her, I'm in love with two people. You are an undecisive person.
Wasn't he being honest?
This is not about honesty. This is about not having values. I spoke about. That's why every lady, when you're working with a guy, don't see some of his comments as ordinary. Maybe you're watching a movie and then a cheating situation comes up. Then he just passes a loose comment.
That part.
These kind of things, you don't take them
That
for granted
part.
because he's telling you the condition of his heart indirectly to you because the Bible says out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So once you are chatting with him and maybe you are serious, and my friend, his guy has cheated on him, and you're expecting, then your fiancé is adding a comment, oh, but you shouldn't make a big deal out of this. Then he's sending you a message that he doesn't see these things as significant.
The situation that happened that I told you people about, it started off with every time, let's say, a situation will pop up and then we find out that someone's partner was cheating. He'll make jokes like, yeah, my man. But I always saw it as, oh, it was a joke.
Yeah.
But eventually,
my
man became my man. So definitely, it's always a coded yes.
Yes.
So we need to be very vigilant and take
the opinion on issues
simple things into
should be
consideration.
taken very serious. When he's chatting with you, maybe you're watching a movie and then issues of morals comes in, family values, raising kids, and he passes a comment and you think he's playing, he's not playing.
He's not playing.
Giving his friend an advice, you should listen to what kind of advice he's giving his friend. When maybe he's sharing his issue of marriage or the wife cheated and you are listening to what he's saying as an opinion, you should use it to advise yourself. Okay. Is that what you're looking for? Is that the person you want in your life? That advice, those things don't happen suddenly.
Yeah.
You saw it coming, but you decided to neglect it.
You just didn't want to see the red flags.
Abna, what's wrong with a woman if she decides to say, my husband is cheating or my partner is cheating, but because I love him, I'm not leaving. Is she okay?
Their line is not because they love them. The man is taking care of the family. The man is taking care of the children. She knows that if she leaves, she can't handle the children by herself.
But I don't think
it is not because of
a poor man cheating before.
And the woman is still there.
Oh, yes.
How many? Give me one.
Oh, yes,
I don't think cheating is only for rich people.
You are telling me today. You are telling me that a poor
I
man.
would not be with a poor man who is cheating, but I'm saying there are people who would.
But you'll be with a rich man that's cheating.
Yes, she looks like it. All her submissions will let you know that you can sit with somebody on her bed. Once you're giving her the stats, she's good.
No. Listen, there are times I would say no. You understand? It depends on what's on the table. For me, I'm telling you right now, in every decision I make, I ask myself, Achan, what's your interest? If I don't have any interest, I don't have any business. And I'm just being honest. Whatever that will happen, I have to put it on the table and analyze it. So it depends.
You see, once there is analytics and all that, that means the emotions are out the door. Meanwhile, relationships and marriages are about emotions.
And that is why a lot of people are committing suicide because you're going with so many
How many have committed
emotions.
suicide?
Listen,
How many have you seen in
you need
Ghana
to
that have committed
separate your
suicide?
head from
You
your
see,
heart.
most of the time,
Why are you
we
going
think
to a relationship
most
with your
of the time, you see, most of the time.
What are you talking about, girl?
No, the relationship we go with our brains. It's marriage. It's the heart.
Settle down.
Love is heart.
Girl,
settle down.
why would you go into a relationship with your whole heart?
Now you should go with my lungs or my kidney.
You go with your head.
Head.
Yes.
You see, that is it.
It has to be a calculated.
The moment your heart is still in use, it means that you are not in love yet.
Yes.
Mommy, the moment you realize that
investment.
all logic, when you realize that all logic has gone out the door, and you're like, hey, boy, yeah, Jimmy, I'm in love. You now you can tell. You now you can be there and be like, hey, Charlie, this one, dear, I am gone. Because you can see that there are certain things that you will never tolerate on a regular day.
Exactly.
Then you yourself, you can see yourself tolerating. Like, you don't mind cooking Indomie for this man at 11 p.m. You should know that,
Sure there.
I'm in love. There are certain things that you know that on a regular day, like if your friend is telling you, you know that if your friend is telling you about their partner and they say those things, be like, what is wrong with you? Why are you doing that? But you, the moment you find yourself doing those things. Mommy, love is never logical. So the moment somebody can be able to be logical about their situation, I could tell you for a fact they're not in love. They're just in a transaction.
If I may chip in, yesterday I went for an all night. I have 2 business friends. They are very close to me. The one we're arguing about it. He was like, if you want something to eat, even at 2 a.m., and she tells the wife will get up and cook the food. He can tell the wife, this is what I want, and the wife will cook it. And that's to buttress what she's saying. That
But I can cook for you at 2 p.m. and not love you.
No, but it's
2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Yeah, sorry.
I can.
You see, it's on a different level.
You don't love the person.
Yes. I'm telling you that me, Achawa,
that means the man is taking care of you.
Not necessarily. Listen, I have the financial capacity to take care of myself.
How come every time you make a submission, it's all about how much the man has?
It could be when my father calls me at 2 a.m.
Your father.
No, but I'm saying, listen.
You let me give a scenario.
This is the guy you're
I'm
talking
just
to.
saying
Beginning
that.
stages.
Let me explain the scenario.
Beginning stages. You are dating. Just the
And he's hungry.
Pastor wants
I'll
to
cook for
Let me
him.
explain the scenario. Why we argued. We're like, that's a career woman. My friend, the husband is a career woman, one of the managers of a bank. He has 3 kids. She comes home very exhausted and very tired. She's asleep. So I told him, I said, your wife is asleep around 2 a.m. You call her and tell her you are hungry. This is a career woman having 3 kids you are taking care of. He said, Osofo. I tell her, she gets up and she does it. And this is not once, not twice. And this is the extent to which she was saying the other time that you will not believe yourself that sometimes you can argue, when you're not married, you can argue over certain things. Then when you enter the marriage and it's happening, you are like, with all these boundaries I said I wasn't going to cross, I have crossed it. Then I'm really. So if you're not there, you are judgmental. When you're not there, you are judgmental.
You're logical about
but
it.
But when you get there, you realize that it is not as easy as it is when you're not in it.
Okay, so finally, what advice do we have for the lady that for the scenario or the dilemma that the woman is in? I'll start with you, Abna.
Majority of the time, I'm going to go biblical, and everybody's going to say, hey, why is Abna saying that? But I have said this thing and I've thought about it. Mommy, when you and somebody are in a relationship and you haven't had sex, you don't lose anything. When you and a man are together and he has never slept with you, no matter what you have invested, when he leaves you, you will never feel the pain. It's like, there is this thing. If I could go back in time, I would have been a virgin till I was married. To remove all that pain, soul ties, all that nonsense. So somebody is ready to put a ring on your finger. Don't sleep with them. And I tell you this for a fact. I know somebody that wasn't a virgin that said, I am tired. I am not going to be with anybody who's not going to, I'm not going to sleep with anybody who's going to marry me. Less than 2 years, she got a man. She's married. She has a kid. That is the mistake we make when we're young. We think to keep a man, we need to, you can only keep a man that wants to be kept. That is the only thing you can do.
Preach on, girl, preach on, sister.
There is a man whose wife doesn't cook. There's a man whose wife doesn't clean. But he loves her to the bone. Because love is a choice. So you can only keep the man who is ready that, as for mommy, for better for worse, in sickness and in poor, mommy is my last stop. I'm not going anywhere.
It's a decision.
It is a decision. So we too, we women, we only get emotional and involved in it when we are when we've added our sex and all that. Because a woman really doesn't really take care of a man. What the woman you know you sue, that is when you feel like he has used me, he has taken something from me. So me, dear, I'll advise the one who hasn't been married yet. Some of us got like they slept with us and they married us like that. But if you can, if you haven't slept, if you can, don't give it to him.
Exactly.
Hey, he will do everything. I kid you not. He will do everything that you say that you need to sleep with him. He will do it, and he will value you. And he will not go and date somebody else and come and tell you that I'm also in love with her. Madam, pack your things and leave the house.
Okay, Osofo, what about you?
I think that
any advice you have for the woman?
When such a thing happens, the first thing is you get angry. You get very angry. But after you become assertive. Because I was looking at the years also. He had been with him for 4 years. The lady, just a year. So you ask yourself that, was there something that probably started talking about? I was ignoring. I'm not saying that as gives him the room to do that. But after you are angry, you become a little bit...
Not to cut you off, but why do we, when it comes to cheating, why do we always,
justify
as a woman, we feel like, is it something I wasn't doing? the cheating has nothing to do with you. If a man wants to cheat on you, you can be the perfect wife,
Yes.
and they will still cheat on you.
Yes.
Sometimes it could be your fault.
But
Oh, I don't
yes,
think
but,
it could be.
whichever way in life, being assertive is very important in general life. Maybe you are sacked from a company. You need to do an assessment to see whether it was my fault or where I left. It was good I left. Everything, there's the need to do a lot of analysis, evaluation. So when you sit down, you realize that I contributed a lot to this. Then you have to take a decision. But if you realize that I have given him everything, then he will stand in front of me and tell me this, I walk out.
Can you be a shower? What about you? Thank you, man of God.
I think that when someone does not love you, you will know. When your instincts and your guts tells you something, believe it. Men know what they want, and they would always choose what will benefit them. So as a woman, at any point in time when you have to compromise your standards, your boundaries, your religion for a man, don't do that. And I think for once, I'm supporting Abner with my glass of champagne.
Hey, and Tansy.
I'm supporting Abner with a glass of champagne. Like, it's true. I'm supporting Abner with the, you don't need to take off your clothes to prove to a man that you love him.
Yeah.
A man that loves you knows he loves you and he will be there for you. Men are very intentional. Men are very intentional that when they love you, they would go above and beyond for you.
God.
All you need to do is to love yourself and be in your feminine era. And the man who will love you will love you, because if the man can tell you that he's not choosing the other lady, it's because of what the other lady is doing or because he has chosen that lady. So just take yourself out, just work on yourself. And I'm telling you, you're going to find a man that will love and appreciate you, go to the skies above, climb 7 mountains and cross 7 seas, just to make sure that you're happy.
Exactly.
Okay, well, for me, I would say that regardless of the situation you find yourself in, always put you first.
Yeah.
Put you first. Because if the person thought about you, you wouldn't find yourself in this situation in the first place. So therefore, you need to put yourself first. But I mean, let us know your thoughts on this conversation on the hashtag Toast, on all our socials at GHOne TV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's a toast. And of course, we've been discussing, can a person love 2 people at the same time? This show is proudly brought to you by GBH Hair Relaxer and of course, Krikova on the shams and bubbles. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back from the break. If you just tune in, this is Toast on GHOne Television, your #1 lifestyle show on television. Tonight we're discussing, can one person fall in love with 2 people? Is that even possible? Keep the comments in the comment section. As you know, we are going to toast to some games. Tonight's game is called impersonation. In a bowl are small pieces of papers with our names written on them. The name of the person you need to impersonate is also written on the paper. Each of us will pick a paper with our own name on it and follow the instructions written on it. Are you ready?
We are
All right, so we're
ready.
going to pick the paper with our names written on it. I'm going to help you pass it on. So we have Abna, we have Mami Nimoa Bekon, we have Papa Osofo, and then we have the ever gorgeous Ganyobi.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Thank you.
All right, so now you start first.
Okay, so act like Bobrisky addressing a follower calling him or her bro. Because Bobrisky, we don't know his gender. So 2025, we're about to take over. Good girl, no the pay. Hope you know that. Who is your bro? Your bro is in Alaba, shaking in yash. Me, I am the mommy of Lagos.
That was a good one.
That's
That
good.
was a good
Really?
one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. Mami Nimoa Bekon. Yeah.
Act like Shatawale on Facebook Live addressing an issue.
You can ask like anyone
Addressing an
insulting
issue.
you.
Oh, Mami. You're not serious.
Okay.
Papa Osofo.
Okay. Act like Pastor Drew advising the youth.
Okay.
This is very energetic.
Yeah.
You need a lot of energy.
Put all your energy in it.
For it.
Yes.
Tie!
Mona, not even loud enough.
Mona, we tough, you know. We tough, you know. We toughen, we are now nam come nam din some hunu. Me say, opa,
Okay, so I'm supposed to act like Abuna Moe, disagreeing with someone on a topic on the
Oh my
show.
God, really?
Who's the
Really?
someone?
There is nobody else that can be. Leave me alone. If you do violence, I'll tell my
Okay, okay, like people do not care. People do not care.
Because they really do not care.
People do not care.
You are an average Ghanaian.
I am not an average guy. I am not an average Ghanaian.
We are all average Ghanaians.
I think that was good. That was good.
That was really good. It's been a very, very great, another great Thursday evening, another insightful conversation, and of course, another great games to unwind the whole evening. It's been an amazing night, and I'm sure our toasters would agree on this.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
So, Michael, for the listeners out there that maybe someone has reached a point where they're going through it and love hasn't really been fair to them, so perhaps they're ready to call it quits. Any words of encouragement to encourage someone out there that maybe true love does exist, and love that wouldn't cheat on you, love that wouldn't have you questioning your mental or sanity?
Yes, what I would say is that God is love, and so God is the one that created love. Love truly exists. You just have to always love yourself first, then you'll be able to identify true love when it comes your way. So I will always advise, love yourself. Don't let someone define your rules, define it. And when you meet the right person, you know you've met the right person. You don't need to call it quits when you've met someone who did not value you or cherish you or place value on who you are. There are people out there who genuinely love. Just exercise patience, love is patient. You'll find the right person. Enjoy the day.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can you be?
I would say that if relationship is not working for you, you can try friendship, you can try partnership, you can try mentorship. Love is a beautiful thing, but you have to be ready for it. If it's not coming, don't push it. Try to work on yourself, get a skill, enjoy life, so that when love comes, you'll be ready for that love. Love is a beautiful thing. I hope everyone gets the opportunity to experience it.
Abner?
I would say it is better to be alone than unhappy. It is better loneliness didn't really kill anybody like blood pressure and depression. It's better to be alone than unhappy. And it is better for you to find yourself as a woman, to find yourself that you being in a relationship doesn't add value or decrease value from you. You are your own valuable person before another person. So don't think you need to get a man or something before you feel like you belong. And this is coming from a married woman. You do not need that. You are a whole human being by yourself, on your own. Don't let societal pressure lead you into anything. Who cares if you're married or not?
I do believe that true love does exist, number one. There are good men out there. There are men out there that would date you and not cheat on you.
Ooh.
And if a man does cheat on you, it has nothing to do with you. It has more and everything to do with
him.
them or him. So, let us know your thoughts. Let us know how you feel about this conversation. And of course, please keep the comments nice. 2025, we don't want to come for anybody, so don't come for us. But having said this, many thanks going out to the whole crew, the camera crew, and of course to our producer, GHOne, for making this show possible. And of course to GBH Hair Relaxer, and also to Creekova. Let's toast alive.